Pence says he'll support expanding the state school voucher program to cover pre-K for some low-income Hoosiers, as we told you earlier in the show. But even advocates say making sure students end up in good preschool programs would be key to that initiative's success. Let's bring in our state impact reporter, Kyle Stokes. Kyle, does the state have any data on pre-K quality right now?
Well, they sort of have some data, Joe. There's a system that currently rates the state's pre-K programs, but the rating system has more to do with child care than with early childhood education. Currently, just 1 in 10 pre-K programs rated under Indiana's system has a gold standard rating. If Pence's idea to offer pre-K vouchers to families earning up to 155% of the federal poverty level, early learning advocates suggest that system would have to be revamped to provide more oversight. It's not just pre-K on which Governor Mike Pence and Indiana's top GOP legislative leaders are coming into line. They all have come out in support of phasing out a property tax on business equipment. The catch is about a third of Indiana's school districts have already seen 10% or more of their property tax revenues dry up over the past 3 years. On Tuesday, Pence said cutting the business personal property tax will help the state remain economically competitive.
Focusing our next stage of tax reform on a plan to responsibly phase out the business personal property tax, and I'm confident that we can do that in a way that will not disadvantage our local communities or our schools, and I look forward to working with legislators on the details.
And those details might include allowing individual counties to drop the tax or raising county income taxes to make up for that cut. Now, state education officials could also decide as early as next week whether they'll launch a formal intervention at a troubled Evansville school. More than 200 people gathered in the school's auditorium this week to ask state education officials to give the district time to carry out their own improvement plan for Glenwood Leadership Academy. But the school's already low test scores dropped significantly last year. Neither State Superintendent Glenda Ritz nor state board members have given any indication of whether they'd like to step in at Glenwood or to take it over altogether. And one last note, Joe, we've been waiting for months for A through F school letter grades. It looks like we'll finally get those next week. So you want to come back for that story.
All right, great. Thanks a lot, Kyle.